8.2 million pixels in that image being pushed 30 times every second. That is what that 4K means. 8.2 million pixels 30 times every single second. Versus 1440p is 3.6 million pixels, right? And so what you're thinking to yourself is, like, well, I want 8.2 versus 3.6. Dude, I want more of them pixels, dude. I want more of them pixels in my image because that means that the image is going to be more clear. That is not true. That is not true because there is one very limiting factor. So let's talk about the monitor situation. When you come to a 4K TV, okay, I'm specifically looking at the TV that I'm using right now. Now, I have the 42-inch LG C2, which is an OLED monitor or OLED panel, and I'm running at 4K. All 8.2 million pixels will be shown to me, okay? There is something called PPI. PPI is pixels per inch, all right? So pixels per inch is however many pixels that are in a given inch, all right? And so in that PPI, you're going to see the actual density of the pixels, and that density is going to give you that clarity, okay? Doesn't matter if it's 4K, 8K, and there's 8.2 million, there's 15 to 17 million pixels. It doesn't matter. If you have low PPI, that density, though it can account for some of it, is going to give you a blurrier image or a less clear image. So when it comes to playing Starfield, when it comes to playing this game at 4K or 1440p, which we know that really means the Series X versus the Series S, you absolutely have to take into consideration what you, the gamer, are using to play this game, okay? And I'm not talking about the system. I'm talking about your monitor or your TV. Pixels per inch are going to dictate how you experience the game. My LG C2, which is just the last generation of the TV that I've been using, has an average of, and let me confirm, LG C2 PPI, which is pixels per inch, and it says 42 and 48 C2 are the same, has 106 PPI, okay? 106 pixels per inch. Now, let me go ahead and give you a somewhat common monitor, which is going to be the LG 27-inch 144 hertz monitor, okay? Right here. Very common. Very common. These are all extremely common, okay? Here's one, this Ultra Gear. Let's look at this let's look at the PPI real quick. Remember, it's pixels per inch. What do you see? 110. 110. LG C2, 106. 105. This right here was the biggest mind-blowing moment for me. Because a lot of us over these past couple of years have decided that the gaming solution that we're going to go with is going to be a gaming console on our desk with a monitor that would be touted as a gaming monitor that is more affordable. And the reason why we want to go more affordable gaming monitor is because you can purchase, right, even though gaming monitor doesn't really exist, but just a high refresh rate monitor, a monitor with a higher refresh rate that has 1440p for $300 versus something like what I have, a 120 hertz monitor or TV that is 4K for, this is last year's, $900. Okay? Both the TV that I have in front of my face right now and the LG 27-inch Ultra Gear monitor that has 144 hertz, capable of 144 frames per second, as well as a 1440p image, also has 110, right? 4 extra pixels per inch. Okay? The viewing distance between the monitors are going to be similar, right? Depending on what you have. If you had a 4K monitor that had a higher frame rate, it wouldn't really matter because you're still dealing with a low frame rate game. So it comes down to the fact that most people who are going to purchase this game, Starfield, are going to be sitting in front of a monitor that's only going to be able to display to them the clarity that they would be receiving in a 1440p image. Yes, 4K being pushed through a 1440p image would look clearer. Yes, 8.2 million pixels being pushed through a 1440p image is going to be clearer. But the density of pixels, and yes, that is going to be LCD versus OLED, but we're talking about a difference of $500. $500. If you're spending money on OLED, you're already a high purchasing individual, because OLED TVs cost a ton of money. They're not the everyday, $400 60-inch TV you can go pick up at Target. An OLED TV is going to cost you minimum $1,000 USD. Okay, so when you sit down and you go, okay, well, this game, I'm obviously going to get rid of my Series S because it's going to be a garbage game and look terrible on 4K. Unless you've already dropped the $1,000 to $1,500 that it costs to really, really experience that image, you're not going to feel it. Especially because what they did was they said, we're locking it at 30 frames per second. There's nothing you can do unless you want to go and get on a PC. There's nothing you can do to change that right now.